What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at a new milestone objective, and it's one thing that I think all of us wanted last year. We got the milestones straight off the bat, and I know they were players, and some of the objectives you could finish pretty easily. This year is no different. We got the objectives, some really decent ones, a lot of good packs. Some packs we could do in literally 3 games, scoring 150 goals, beginner squad battles, very, very easily. And I think the one thing that we thought last year was, could we get some more? Continually update them as we go through to a part 2, part 3. Just keep giving us these milestones, these something else to put into the game. And I think this year, if personally, in my opinion, it's very gameplay orientated. We had League SBCs, we had a lot of SBCs we could grind, and I think this year it's more focused on gameplay. To much people's delight or dreaded terror, depending on if you like the gameplay or not. All of us can agree there's obviously things to improve, and I don't know why this loading screen's taking so long, so that could be one of them. But I quite like the gameplay aspect. Personally, I like playing. Yes, there is parts of the game I would love to change, but that is for another video. Today we are looking at the Silver Sensations milestone. I was hoping that this was just going to be the intro, but apparently we can't get into the game for some reason. But basically what I'm going to be talking about is how to complete it very quickly, or just ways to complete it, basically. I'm hoping we can get into it, so I'm just gonna skip forward and wait until we're actually in the game. So after reloading the game, we are actually in. So let's go to the milestone tab, and it is the one we are looking at. We have finished icon swaps now, so amazing that we've done that. And we've got this 8 tier here to the rest of the game. There's a lot of grinding involved in this one. You get a jumbo rare players pack, which I think, I want to say that is a 100k pack, but that screams 50k. Jumbo rare players pack. I want to see. It's not a jumbo premium rare players pack for the 100k. I'll have to double check that. Let me know down below if you know if that's a 50k or 100k. For some reason, I always get them kind of worded mixed up. So we have 8 different objectives, and they're pretty simple. Some of them are a grind and a half. So we've got score an outside of the box goal using silver players in 10 separate matches. So that one is basically any player, so you can just have one silver player, and I would recommend straight off the bat doing all these in 11 silver player team. You don't want to be doing them and just use one silver, because you'll see from the objectives at the bottom. We've got score 3 goals using silver players in 20 matches. We then have assist with a through ball using silver players in 30 separate matches. Play 50 matches with at least 7 silver team of the week players in your starting squad. So if you have been doing the silvers each and every week, then you'll be absolutely laughing at this. Personally, I'm having a little tear because I didn't finish all of them, and I definitely don't have 7. I must have about 4 to 5. So obviously, if you haven't got all 7, you will go and have to buy them, and more than likely to start with, they are going to be extinct, just because that's how the market works. If you was holding any of these, you are laughing, because these will be mad expensive, because 7 of them, like some people do 1 or 2, but to do every single one every week, some people may have slipped on one of them. I personally have done on a couple, which means I need to go and get some. Then you've got score 150 goals using silver players, jumbo premium gold pack. That one's pretty simple. You can go do that on beginner, and then you can easily get that done in like 4 matches at the very minimum. Win 200 matches with 11 silver players. So this is the one I'm on about. 200 matches is insane. This is going to take either a long time of a grind, or you can try and somewhat blast this out. Then you've got play 250 matches, again a rare mega pack, and then we've got score 300 goals using silver players. So as you'll notice, the big thing that I saw from this is the fact none of these have a specific game mode. So if you have got a friend, and by God, he's got to be a good friend, to just quit every time you do each step of these. So what I'd probably suggest, if you are bringing a friend into this, is literally do all of these first, like do all of these as much as you can. So score outside of the box, score 3 goals. I know these are like 20 matches, but I'm just thinking for the kind of efficiency of using your friend for this, because beginner's going to be so much easier than trying to do this against somebody in friendlies. They could put strikers in net and all that good stuff, so potentially, but I would say try and do at least these 3 on Squad Battle Beginner. Then you've got all these. These will come naturally. 150 goals. If you're doing it in friendlies and quitting every time you score a goal, you're bound to score 150 by the time you've played 250. And more than likely, you'll have finished quite a few with doing all of these anyway. This is going to be a grind, so by no means is this going to be like... I'd probably say even a week is far too early unless you are absolutely rinsing through, and I don't think it's even worth rinsing through these straight away. I feel like taking your time with them, getting them done. I'd probably save all of these ready for Team of the Year, to be honest. I feel like that's a realistic goal. It's only in January, so you've got a hell of a lot of time to play because you've got 200 matches to do. If you look at how many you've actually done, this is going to be a nuts grind, and I like it. It's something different. Would I recommend it being 11 silvers? It kind of adds something else on top of everything that you've got to do. So for me, it may be a little bit over the top. And I know we do have the silvers each week, but realistically, you win 4 matches every week. By the time you've done 200 wins, you're just not going to be there. And that is another way to do it. If you are going into the silver player zone, I can imagine the same as last time, the same as the icon swaps, will probably have a golden goal rule. So more than likely, if you score one, you leave. That's just the simple of it. And that will pretty much give you it very quickly. It just depends on how quickly you play. So then I want to kind of show you my team and kind of roughly where you've got to go to be able to do all this. So let's jump into my silver team right now. Jumping into the silver team, I've pretty much just maxed out whatever I can get. I've got a relatively good one. I do need to get a goalkeeper. I kind of like beefed up the team just so I know that I've got all of these good players, and you'll find that a hell of a lot of these will be going for absolute price right now. So he's going in at what, 10? I don't know, it's still roughly the same. I think I got him for 6.5, but you'll find a lot of these players going for a little bit more of their value. So silver pack method probably is a nice thing to do right now. As you can see, he's gone up 6k. It's not a bad thing, and literally you want to have just silver players in your team. Then you've got on the bench, as you can see, I've got 3 team of the week, so I've got a lot of grinding to do, or got to go buy them. So if we do have a look, I wonder if we can actually find any. Literally, oh no, that's the club. That's the club. Let's have a look at the market and see if there is actually any on the market. Okay, we do have a few, as you can tell, 23,000. So if you did buy all of these at 10,000, you are absolutely laughing. But they are coming at such a price right now. I wonder what's the lowest we can find. 24. Can we go 21? It's a heavy price. It is a heavy price. If you've not done all of them objectives, then obviously this is what they were building to, and it kind of shows what they were doing with them. It's a random thing, something that was introduced right at the start of the game that was interesting, but most definitely a bit of a sore thumb if you haven't finished it. So what you want to do in terms of how to get this finished, there's 2 ways. A, you go into squad battles, you just load up a team. Personally, beginner, you can do all of them. It's very, very easy. You go into beginner, they stand still practically. You can get quite a lot of goals, you can get a lot of matches done, and they don't tackle you. So once you've done your objectives, you can just stand there and it will finish the game out. Very, very long grind, but it's still the quickest way other than kind of going into friendlies. With friendlies, what you want to do is you and your friend, I don't know if you want to take turns or you want to just get one of you done and then do the other. It will take a long time, but you go on to play a friend, you go on your casual, you do whatever kind of business you got to do. Otherwise, just score 1 goal, your friend leaves, and you rinse and you repeat. You could probably get quite a few matches done. I think by the time it loads up all the squads, you're in the game, you're probably looking at 3 minutes, 2 minutes a game. So realistically, every 10 games is 20 minutes. Every, say hour, you're looking at, I'd say about 30 games if you are absolutely grinding this out. And don't tell me that this is going to be easy, because that is boring stuff. Like, anyone can do, say, like 5 games. It's quick and it's easy. But when you've got to do 200, the efficiency lags, the efficiency drops, and that's personally where this is going to be an absolute slobber knocker. Personally for me, I'm going to just grind it. Anytime I've got like kind of spare time to do something, I'll then take my time to kind of grind this out and really try and get this completed. not necessarily naturally, but at least some of the objectives naturally. You can go do the 150 very easily. Personally, I wouldn't even bother to like really kind of go and grind that out, because a jumbo premium gold pack's not going to give you much, and you are going to spend a hell of a lot more time trying to get them 150 goals when you could be trying to get the wins, completing that and doing it that way. But there you go. Let me know down below what you think about the milestone. And as the question of the day, if you are still here, what objective would you like in milestones? If you could pick one sort of objective as a concept, what would you like? Let me know down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you for the next one. Peace.